I can see why people would get annoyed. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
like, come on, dude. I'm just trying to walk here. Like, you know, and look, I get it. You want to be nice to every person that comes up to you.
Yeah.
But at some point, you just want to walk. You just want to do.
You want to just do normal shit.
You don't know, but that's the thing that comes with fame is like you can't do normal shit anymore.
Yeah.
At some point,
What would be your breaking point? Would that be your breaking point? Like too much people around you?
dude, I already hate people too much. I mean, right now, dude, I would be horrible.
I can't wait, guys. Just let's make parallel discussion of the number one podcast. So fucking Turkey could just quit,
dude. I fucking hate just being around people now. Imagine like if there would be like a fucking crowd like asking me, "Hey, where's Lalo? How's Lalo?" Like, huh?
Happy New Year, everybody. Sounds like the way. No, I'm kidding. Hi, guys. Welcome back to a parallel discussion. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year, guys. This is a new year, 2023.
Remember, every New Year starts with you. So happy New Year's.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just thought it sounded cool at the moment. But everyone, Happy New Year's. I want to thank everybody who has been listening to us since March of last year.
No, May.
May.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was confused. Thank you everybody who has been listening to us. I did they posted up on our Instagram a little thank you guys. For those close friends who keep listening to us, to all of our guests who joined us last year.
Very, very few though. Like,
yeah, very few.
You can count them like in one hand.
Yeah, I want to thank Beatriz. I want to thank Delvon. I want to thank the boys from Los Malditos, Jose and damn, already blank on his name. Well, those boys from Malditos. Damn, it's already sounding bad. We'll cut the rest. Who else do we got? Manny, Meme Lord.
AZ's best.
Meme Lord. Soon to be LA's best.
Yeah, soon to be LA's best.
Who else do we have on our Danny and Francisco from the two Mexicans.
Yeah.
Shout
out to them.
One Mike's. Who else do we have? I want Tenoch for coming and jumping on the line with us. We also had Nelson. And then our soon to be surprised Brian.
Unfortunately, he couldn't make it today, but we'll make sure he's on the next episode.
Yeah. And I might be missing someone else, but
yeah, it was a crazy year for a podcast, man. Hey, can I ask you something? What did you learn personally from this podcast?
That I don't know jack shit about talking to people.
Really?
I don't know.
It's crazy, dude.
I feel like I don't have like my vocabulary. I feel like it's very small.
No. But I mean, like, I understand the vocabulary thing because I also get stuck in that. But I mean, like, what did you like? Did you observe that? Like, oh, I don't like I thought it was because I see you as a good conversationalist, especially when you drink and you have a good time and stuff. But like, do you really think you're not a great conversationalist?
No, I think I could talk to people. I have no problem like socially talking to people. But if I'm having an intellectual talk, I don't have that.
What?
I don't feel like I have an intellectual like if me and you like.
You just like shooting the shit, but you don't really like getting too
because I don't think I could back up my theories a lot because I'm very bad at I think that's one reason why I don't even like going into politics because I hate politics. You know, like first of all, they get you into like to conversations where like you don't want to start.
And it's always it's always one side or the other, right?
Yeah, like I mean, no one's gonna win.
No one can stay in the middle for some reason.
Yeah, even if you're in the same page, you're gonna somehow find something to deflect that. You know, like I don't know. That's what I feel. I mean, like it's just one of those things. But overall, last year podcasting was pretty cool. It was our first year experience doing it.
I'm surprised we did so many episodes. You know what I mean? I know 30 is not a lot or 29 is not a lot, but it feels like more than what I expected. You know, I really thought we were just gonna like get to a point where we're like, oh, I think we're gonna leave it here. You know what I mean? It's just gonna end. It's just gonna fade here.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. Towards the end, I did feel that not because I wanted to stop, but because there was just like that end of the year when you're just kind of like down, and all the shit has been going on for me. Like I've been going through a little bit.
Yeah.
Of
So you're making this about yourself.
No, I'm not making it about myself. I'm just saying that in my own personal problems, in my own personal life, like it hasn't been the way it was when we first started. Because
but changes come.
Yeah, changes come, and then you know
gotta
what?
roll with it.
And this is a brand new year, fresh new start. I always find New Year's like for me like a restart. You know.
Yeah.
It is, but at the same time, if you drag that mentality like of your the last days and the last weeks, they're gonna carry on for the next few months.
You know what? That's why I probably hated New Year's back in the day, because I used to reflect on the year and I was like, man, I didn't do shit, and then I would feel a certain type of way, like, man, I didn't accomplish shit, and then you carry that to next year because you're like, fuck, like I can't let that go. Because I feel like shit, and now I'm going, like, I see everybody having fun, and like, oh, it's a new fucking year. But for me, I'm like, I can't let that go. Mm-hmm. But now, you know, my perspective has changed. I'm like, just let it go, just go with it.
Okay, for a person, and I think we touched this, for a person who doesn't really like being social out in the world, did podcasting change your life a little bit? At least, does it really change your life from like last year to this year now? Like, is it something more to look forward to?
In a way, yeah, because it's kind of like you. Like I didn't realize how like I didn't know how to carry a conversation fully until you start podcasting. It does feel like a skill now that you kind of start to fine tune a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And especially the first days. Remember, it wasn't nervousness. It was more like, what are we gonna talk about? What are we?
That's what I was afraid of first, because remember how we were even thinking about having like bullet points and stuff like that.
Which is fair, because if you think about it, you want to try out like everything possible, what works for you, right? We're new, so like
I think we're still
yeah, but I mean to the idea. We're new to the idea, so we're like, how do we go about this, right?
Yeah. Is it, I mean, well, cuz when we started this podcast, we were very, I mean, I don't think we were ever timid, but I do know that there was a process, progression that we did manage to get through, and we managed to make it now to this episode when it drops. It's gonna be our 30th episode, and when the times that I do listen to I listen to our podcast, I go back and yes,
do you?
Yeah.
Do you though?
You know what? It's been a little hard though.
It is hard to go back.
The last two episodes have been hard for me to go back and listen to, besides the post edit.
You know what? It's so cringe though, because you know I did kind of listen to one of them and I was like, what the fuck were we thinking? Like,
you know what? You know which one I like going back to a lot is the one we did with the two Mexicans, and the one we did with Malditos. I'm not saying those are my favorite ones, but I like going back to those because those ones are the ones that just got me going laughing.
Yeah.
You know? It's always a good time, you know, with the boys and stuff, you know.
Yeah, the cool thing about those is like it's more of a like shooting the shit type of thing. You know, you kind of go with the flow of the conversation. You know, you don't really have like something you thought about talking or anything. You know, it's a very different type of situation.
Yeah, it's when you start the new year, because we're already on the third day, right? We're on the third day.
It's the third day, but it's officially the first working day of the year.
Yeah, it's officially the first working day.
Yeah,
so we're back to work.
Yeah, so yeah, it's the day everybody kind of goes back to normal. You know what I mean?
But is it really back to normal? Like, do you really just off? Do you really just switch the switch off? Like, I mean,
you have to if you want to pay the bills.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure rich people will drag it to February, March. But like, dude, I remember when I used to work. I met somebody. This guy was, well, I didn't meet him. Someone told me that knew this person. It was pretty wealthy dude. He said he would take November, December, January, and February off. That was his vacation.
There's a lot.
He would take his whole family to like Aspen, and then they would go to like they would just travel and they would just fucking have fun for like 3-4 months. They would just shut off completely.
There's a lot of truckers that do that. They work like hard for 2-3 months.
Yeah,
and then they make their salary for the next 4 or 5 months, and then you just take it off.
Yeah,
I don't know if they go on vacation all.
No, but this dude was wealthy though. He had like a pretty big company, and he was like a rich person. You know what I mean? Like it's this a whole, but like going back to normal people. You know, it's like I mean, oh well, like here's the first day of the fucking year.
Going back
Like
to the peasants like us.
gotta go fucking clock in. You know, like
Yeah.
it's a whole different life for different people. You know, but
Yeah, work is like one of those things where you kind of have to like just snap out of it and just go for it. You know, you just can't think about it
Yeah.
too much. I'm definitely in a cruise right now.
yeah, cruise control.
I'm in cruise control right now. Like whatever happens, happens. I'm having, you know what? Like I mentioned this in a few podcasts ago. So I'm not working right now, but I've never had that time to myself.
Yeah. Hey, how have you felt that time, like for yourself, and like mentally and like for yourself? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, mentally, I'm still struggling a little bit, just because, like, I want to. I think that's one thing that we talked about this early before, where I used to wake up early. Now I'm not waking up early. I'm kind of like slacking off a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I was afraid of.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you can't be so hard on yourself,
Yeah,
like,
you know.
because when the time comes, it comes.
Yeah.
So when you go back into it, you know what I mean. Like, you're gonna miss these days. You're like, oh, I should have, like, you know, I could have just relaxed a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what? I'm hoping that I get enough sleep where my eye bags go away. You know, that's my goal right there. That's my ultimate goal.
Once you get the eye bags, you never get them removed.
Oh, then I'm fucking fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, now that a new year started, there is a couple of goals for myself. One is
You got a couple goals?
a couple of goals.
Oh, I thought you said you got a couple goals.
Yeah, I got a couple of goals. No, I got a couple of goals. My first goal is that, well, I guess like it's still music in a way. It's always gonna be music.
Could you expand on that a little bit?
Well, I mean, just
Like you're talking about like a solo project, or just more
you know
dedicate
what?
yourself,
A solo project wouldn't be bad.
or dedicate more of yourself to your bands,
No, I wouldn't say more dedicated. It's just more like
more time.
yeah, it's more like even if I don't have to be in a band, like I wouldn't mind writing music for a band. You know, hopefully make money off of that, but we'll see how that goes. But definitely, I am playing a couple gigs this year that I think it's gonna be good for me. But the first one, the only one I can mention right now is the one in Portland at the end of the month. So I'll be leaving to Portland.
Yeah, you guys been going out there a lot, huh?
It's the band that I'm playing
Like
with.
up north?
They got a good promoter. She's really cool. She's taking them back to Portland, and I was invited to go. So it's kind of good for me because I don't have to worry about like asking for a day off. I don't have to worry going back to work the next day when I get back.
Yeah.
It is kind of sad that I'm only going for a day and coming back the next day, but it's still a good time.
But it's the experience, right?
Yeah, it's just still. I mean, I'm playing a game for another wrestling event out there,
Okay.
so it should be fun. But now that I said like the year is rolling, hopefully I'll be back on the workforce within hopefully the next 2 months, 3 months tops.
You know, it's crazy. Like this year, I don't know. Like I don't know if you're a little stitious, but this year feels a little lighter. I don't know why.
Lighter?
Have you felt a little lighter?
Like as in weight?
Yeah, like the atmosphere of it. You know what I mean? Like,
You know,
it does feel. It has a good feeling to it this year.
I don't remember. I just recalling beginning of last year. I don't remember what the fuck I was doing. You know, like, and that's the reason why I was kind of bringing up. Like, I'm trying to remember the start of this year because I don't think I remember the start of any other year.
Yeah, because you just roll into it right away.
Yeah, because I'm working.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm working. Because like once you're out of that vacation where you're back to work, this is the first time where I'm like not working. So I'm like kind of like I said, like I'm cruise controlling and enjoying the time and not trying to do it where to the point where like I'm killing myself, but like just in my own head, you know, not like physically or anything, you know, like because I'm not working or all this other crap. Like I don't want it to be like one of those things where I exhaust myself and just overthinking this thing at the start of the year. So now I'm just like more like cruising in, as opposed to like other years, like okay, now I got to go back to work, and I'm just like, the holidays even happen? You know, like you forget about the holidays.
Yeah, these holidays went by pretty quick. Actually, for me they felt quick.
That's the thing about having a birthday in December, like. In that you're everybody's like even I don't even feel like I had a birthday. I still feel like I'm like 32.
Can I ask you about that? So do you think like people around Christmas are cheated from their birthday, like the significance of it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
as a kid, did you feel that?
As a kid, I didn't because I will get double the gifts. Now I don't.
Oh.
Either I get nothing or I get either birthday or Christmas.
But does one thing dilute the other? Like, let's just say, okay, you guys had a big breakfast. I mean, a big birthday.
I don't want a big breakfast.
A big birthday, and then Christmas comes, and then Christmas doesn't feel as magical, or the other way, where they kind of dilute a little bit of your birthday.
My little nephew's birthday is on the 22nd, and he's like 2 days right before Christmas. So for him, is like, because I don't have a gig right now, so I just told him, you know what, your birthday gift is your Christmas gift. You know what I mean? Yeah. So for him, but I mean, he has a lot of people that love him that will give him like double gifts and stuff like that. So I don't think he feels bad that I had to give him one.
So, but do you think you feel that more in a poor family? Like if you come from a poor family?
Yeah, I think it sucks. I mean, growing up, I remember I barely had a birthday party. If I did have a birthday party, it would be like just a family. It was never like, hey, bring your best friends or bring your whatever, like your friends from high school. I mean, from school or whatever. It was never like that.
I think the last official birthday party where I got like presents, like now, like a birthday is just like, what do you want to eat? That's your gift. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They just ask you like, what do you want to eat? And they'll make it for you, or they take you out.
What's like that meal that you asked for your parents? Like
pozole is all the time. Yeah, every time. Yeah.
Pozole?
Yeah, it's either pozole.
But yours like in July, so it's like a weird meal, you know?
It's a weird meal, but I still like it.
See, the good thing for me is that it's tamales. I love tamales.
Oh yeah.
So I ask for tamales most of the time. Well, I mean, this year I didn't get.
By the way, your mom makes bomb ass tamales.
I'll let her know.
That shit was bomb, dude.
Mom, shout outs. I know you're probably listening to this.
Yeah.
But yeah, she usually makes tamales. This year she didn't make. I think for my birthday, I ended up eating pollo loco. And the cake. So I mean, it's fine. I'm old. I can't be begging. I'm not begging, but I can't be choosing. And I'm not really old enough, to just accept what I get,
Yeah.
I think that's the thing about becoming an adult,
Yeah.
That not everything doesn't really involve around you all the time anymore, especially when you're like already fucking 33.
Yeah. No, you're right.
But I'm not saying it's bad that if you do have it, dude. If you have a girlfriend that fucking treats you like a fucking king, awesome. If you have a mom that's still fucking,
I just want to say extremely rare.
Extremely rare.
So if you do have that, cherish that.
Yeah,
cherish that. Cause, it's really hard out there right now.
Hey, king, stay strong, king. Stay strong.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Overall, like my birthday is still a birthday, and it's like it almost feels like a regular day. You know, and I never said that. I never thought I said that out loud. But now that I say it, does feel like a regular day. It is nice, people will like hit you up in a day.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey, those people who hit you up are like very considerate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a text, and you think a text goes a long way.
Yeah.
And or even when when your bro knocks on your door and then he wakes your ass up and then he starts poking the shit out of you. And we just big thumbs. Thumbs. But yeah, and dude. Now that we're in New Year's, we
Wait! You only told us about the music. Is that the only thing you got in here?
I told you I want to get back into the workforce. I'm excited. Okay. I'm excited to get back to work. I don't know how soon or how long it's gonna take. But when I do, when it's time, I'll be there.
What about love? You back in the market or what? Are you looking for that one?
I'm still looking for the one.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean,
Are you just going with it as is?
There's a potential. There's a potential.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm not gonna deny that.
So you're keeping your eyes open.
Yeah,
for sure. You're scouting right now.
There is a potential.
You're on eagle mode right now. You're on hawk mode.
There's a potential.
All right, cool.
I'm not. I can. But overall, I mean, like, I'm happy, dude. I'm happy.
That's cool, man. That's cool to hear.
It was hard to be happy in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it was hard to be happy in the beginning, especially the end of the. I want to say not the beginning, but the end of the year.
But have you seen that change where when you got the news, hey, like, that day you lost your job to now, like you saw how that transition was like, it wasn't as bad. You know what I mean? Like,
it wasn't. You know what? Like, and that's one thing that I was telling my ex-coworkers about. Like, you know what? Like, I'm glad I'm not there in that job right now.
Yeah.
It really took a while to sink in with that because I've never been jobless,
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
But now that I have and I've been in this situation now, I'm not saying I'm not trying to get too comfortable neither, but I'm also trying to like enjoy it. You know what I mean? So this year, now that I'm starting this year without a gig, it's it's different. That's still new to me. If it would have been like in the middle of the year, I probably would have enjoyed the summer and then got back.
You
to
know
work.
what? Actually, I have a theory. I think if it would have been middle of the year, it would have fucked your year up. Like, it would have fucked everything.
Yeah,
up
because
for you.
right now, like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't even.
So, if anything, I feel like it came at the right time.
Yeah, I know. It
You know
happened
what I
like
mean?
towards
Like,
the end of the year,
in a weird
the
way.
last 2 months of the holidays.
Because if it would have come in like mid-July, June, you would have been like, fuck. Like, it would. I think it would just fucked up your whole like attitude towards the year.
Yeah.
To the rest of the year. You know what I mean?
Maybe, or maybe I would have just fucking killed myself by now.
Yeah.
I've still been having crazy dreams, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to bring this up on this episode, but I had another fucking crazy dream, dude. I did. It's almost becoming real. Like I'm having dreams where I'm going back to my old jobs.
Oh, okay.
You know.
I mean, I guess your mind is just kind of going through. Like, I think it's still like processing like the way you. I guess what you were explaining right now. You're even though you don't want to get too comfortable. You want to get a little comfortable. So I feel like your mind is struggling with that.
Yeah.
Even if you think you're not. So that's why I think it comes out in dreams.
Yeah. I don't recall a dream. I mean, I have had dreams before where I dream about my old bosses or something that happened in my old work. And there's times where I've dreamt about them. I'm not sure if it's a callback though. I'm not sure. Like, hey, should I go back to my old job? Like, nah, hell no. Yeah. I was at my old job recently. I went to Universal Studios.
Yeah.
And man, it brought back a lot of memories. It almost made me miss it, but like in a good way. Like not like I need to go back. They just made me miss the good times.
Yeah.
That's it. I wasn't thinking about ever going back to that job, but. So if y'all work with me during that time, I'm not going back.
Damn, you heard that here.
Unless it's a better position that I know I deserve,
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
But now, But with this new year, I know I mentioned it. I asked you about what are your goals for this year. What are our goals for this year on our podcast?
I think we did pretty good for the first year. Even though like it goes back to like we not knowing where we wanted to do, how we were gonna do it. But now that, like, I feel like we kind of, like, are comfortable with each other, like, on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like...
There is a time when we take, like, a week off or 2 weeks, and then, like, it's hard to get back into
it. Yeah, once you lose the momentum, it's hard to, like... It's kind of like jump rope. You're like, do I really want to do that again? You know what I mean? Like, it's...
And it's not even that we don't like it. It's just, like... It's just a long process still. And
you got to build up the momentum again.
And this is why we thank you guys for listening, because...
Yeah, those 5 people.
Those 5 people that listen.
Those core 5 people.
Those 3 followers on Instagram. This is the reason why we do it for you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward. Hopefully we get... we said this many times. We want to get more guests in.
Hey, but can I ask you an honest question, though?
Yeah.
Like, what would be the year where you would be like, all right, we've gotten to so many years and we still haven't seen any progress. Do you want to keep going or not? What would be that year for you? Because I mean, eventually, it might be a possibility. so have you?
It's more likely to happen.
Yeah. So have you thought about that? And what do you think will be that year?
It almost feels like
it's almost like a mutual agreement. It's kind of like. It's kind of like that stupid joke where like the dudes are like, hey, if you're not married by this year, we're gonna marry each other, like kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's funny you say that because I've had those goals for myself and I still haven't done anything about it.
So that's why I'm like, is there a year like where we've like, let's just say we've done a couple years in this podcast. You're like, dude, okay, we still at 25 subscribers, and do we just keep going or do we just let it go at this point?
I think because we're starting the year fresh in a way, I feel like we have the potential to go longer than another. We got potential to go for another year.
No. I'm saying we're good.
I'm just saying about this.
No. I'm just saying we're good now. We're too young to tell.
Yeah.
To tell that.
I like that. I like that word young.
But I'm just throwing the question like, years from now, like if we would be like we would just hit our 5th, 6th year and we're like, dude,
You know,
nothing has changed.
It's because you know everything's based off of listeners and followers and you know, little things like that. You know, like they're all based off those things. So to me, like, yeah, it's nice to have them, but as long as we keep those constant 20, 30 listeners, which our numbers on YouTube went down for the last episode. They went down.
Yeah.
They haven't gone up.
I think that momentum killed us.
I think we really like.
But I think we're still up there. Like, can you check?
I don't know.
I don't think it's that bad.
Our last.
Usually the episodes will go a little over 100, not too much.
Yeah. So
on YouTube.
Yeah. So our last was with right before the holidays started. We went with Brian. We went with Manny. And oh no, actually that's Friday the 13th episode. I'm sorry, but 83 views 10 days ago, and yeah, I'm actually, you know what? It went up because I think because of the holidays, everybody was like probably just like,
yeah, no one really wants to listen to shit during the holidays.
You're watching, I don't know, Grinch.
You're watching a lot of Netflix.
You're watching Grinch.
Yeah.
You're watching what's your favorite Christmas movie? Jingle All the Way,
hentai, you know, all the
especially hentai.
Yeah,
hentai is my favorite.
with the one with the squid arms, the octopus arms.
I'm sorry, I don't know. You're naming shit. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I did stumble upon that on accident once.
Really?
Yeah.
There used to be this. I used to be in this band. They were called.
All I have to say is that anime gets rare. It got really fucking weirder.
No, I want to bring this up because this is actually. Did you ever hear about Steak and Cheese?
No.
It used to be like one of those websites where they used to put like porn, and they used to put like fucking people getting like their heads chopped off and shit.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, it was called Steak and Cheese. It's like I was like probably like.
So it's like a mixture of everything?
Yeah, I was like 18, 19, and I was in this band. And we had like a after party. And we all went after a show, went out to after party, and then one of our drummer started like just showing us shit on the internet. And at the time it's still like this is like probably still YouTube is still kind of fresh.
Yeah.
You know, YouTube's still fresh. Facebook is still fresh. MySpace, I think, was still going on.
Yeah.
This is like, I don't know, 2000 and I think this was 2008.
Can I tell you the first video I ever watched on YouTube?
But let me tell you my story real quick.
Yeah.
And then because you brought this octopus thing, and this is probably the grossest shit I've seen to this date. Like, cause I've seen some gross shit. But it was like an octopus, like fucking a girl, dude. And it was so gross, bro. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, who does this?
Wait, like in hentai?
No, it wasn't even hentai. It was like real shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was talking about hentai.
I know you were, but you brought up an octopus, and I was like, oh,
it's because like
that's the closest thing I can relate to.
Hentai gets weird, dude. It's like they have anything fuck like you know what I mean, like
a horse.
Yeah, like
it
gets fucking weird. Yeah,
like
aliens. It's more like
TV?
aliens and humans. Like it's that type of shit. And then. Yeah, well, where were you going with yours?
I was just talking about how you brought up an octopus. I'm like, that's the closest I can relate to.
I didn't see it in real life. I didn't see it in real life.
No, I didn't see it in person. I just some broad did this shit. I was like, who does this?
Yeah, there's some weird people.
I mean, I don't know. For all I know, it could have been like a green hand, and then they just edited the octopus. I don't know, but this is Steak and Cheese back in the day. So if that still exists, I think that shit should have been done a long time ago.
Yeah,
but let's start off with a couple of New Year's talk, because yesterday, did you hear about the football player who like?
Oh yeah, I saw the video.
Yeah, dude. I honestly,
he had a heart attack.
Oh yeah, it was a heart attack.
Yeah, it was a cardiac arrest.
Damn, dude. Heart attacks scare me, bro, because I feel like a little pinch on my left shoulder, and I'm already tripping out, bro.
I mean, there's different factors why people get them.
Yeah, I mean,
dude. I mean, look, I'm not trying to like. This is not me trying to like sound like, oh, like, you know, like he's just saying this because he's fat. But not only fat people just get them.
No,
anyone can, healthy ass people can
just
get
like there's healthy people who have diabetes.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of people that can get those cardiac arrests like just out of nowhere. You know what I mean? It's just it could be an abnormality in your beat, or like it could be various factors, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It could just be you like stumping yourself against the wall or something like.
Yeah, and
really
I saw a video.
chest.
I saw a video of him like a couple seconds before when he got like tackled. He didn't even get tackled that bad.
No, he was fine because he got up and he was up, and that's when he fell back.
Yeah,
And I was like, well, I mean, because like I'm on this World Cup chat that we still have going on, and then they started talking about. I don't I don't watch American football.
yeah,
American throw ball in my
yeah.
but in my head when I saw that I was like, holy shit, and it's like it almost goes back when you start watching like soccer, football, like when those players who just pass out, like, and there's a lot of them that have done that. They pass out in the middle of the field, and I'm like, fuck, well. Yeah. Now it's becoming an issue now. I guess like people are really like questioning the NFL,
dude, but the whole,
which is weird.
No. But the whole NFL is being questionable.
Like even then, like that's why they like the helmets, the concussions, and all that stuff.
No.
Is it concussions or concussions?
Concussions.
Concussions, right there.
Dude. That's the major thing about the NFL. Like they don't want those things to get out because their whole business is on this game of people hitting each other.
Yeah, I think even the controversy now is that are they going to finish the game or are they going to?
They already said they weren't going to continue the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to settle that.
Though. Yeah, because they don't have draws. Yeah, like like in football, we'll be like, okay, let's just. I think in actual football, like they actually. Just finish the game the way it is, or they'll play it again, or they'll start off where they left off, which is really weird because you go.
I mean, in soccer,
because even like let's say they go back into that game, those players go back into that game, they're gonna go with the mentality of like, fuck, like I'm scared to play now. Like my homie just fucking passed away or whatever, my teammate, whatever you want to call him, and like it happened to me now. Like you're playing with less I don't know, like. Competition now because you're scared. You're even worried about your friend.
Yeah, but let me just tell you something. In the mentality of war, that's what you want.
Yeah, but see, that's war though.
If you're the opposite team, now you want to crush them.
See, but that's war though.
That's war. No, game is a representation of war.
Yeah, but it's not
two teams colliding.
Yeah, but it's also like it's still friendly because they're still colleagues if you think about it.
Yeah, but it's still war games.
Yeah,
everything is a war game. Like that's why you got two sides. That's why I feel like the World Cup, like in a weird way, it gets the hype it does because it's like two races going at each other.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it's two different races. Yeah.
Well,
now it's different though because there's a lot of countries that have like multicultural people in it. Like the U.S., you're gonna get different people in it. Mm-hmm. France, you could see it's the diversity. Yeah, there's so much diversity. But there's fucking isolated countries that just
focus on whatever.
Yeah, so I mean, but yeah, if I was the opposite team, I would fucking destroy them.
Yeah. So you go with more gore, pretty much, more like
you have to, because now they're weak.
Yeah,
mentally.
So
attack them.
Not laughing matter, turkey.
Hey, when you smell blood, you go for it. All right. You attack.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Like, I honestly, maybe I'm too soft. I don't see me like going into like war like that after seeing a friend.
I mean, but that's how every game should be. But I understand the circumstances.
I mean, because if that was the case, they should have never stopped it. You know what I mean?
No, they had to stop it because I mean, like you got to think about it. If any second there were more delay. He could probably die. Right now, he's in critical condition.
No, but I'm saying like you could still take him away and in the game. I mean, when a fucking football player fucking twists his ankle like all the fucking way, they just take him away.
But I think the only reason
he's not dying.
I think the only reason they didn't continue is because the way it affected all the players.
That's gonna happen even after. Like it's still in their heads.
No, I think they all got fucked up. They're like, oh, dude, they. I think some of them thought that fool died.
Yeah.
I think really people thought that fool died because they were trying to do CPR and shit like that for like a couple minutes and they couldn't get him awake.
Yeah, but I think they ended up bringing him back. They ended up getting a heartbeat, and then when they took him to the hospital, he had to be underneath a breathing tube.
Yeah, dude, it's
because he couldn't breathe on his own.
Yeah, it's tough, and you don't know like the long term effects now because let's just say he comes back and does therapy and stuff. You don't know if there's brain damage now. Yeah. You don't know if like
especially when a heart attack or a stroke or anything like that, like that shit fucks you up.
You don't know if his motor functions are going to be the same anymore. He could just stay in a fucking wheelchair his whole life after this. You know what I mean? Like you never know.
Yeah, I've met a person with who had a stroke and they're like their motor skills are just gone. Like
the motor skills and your nerve,
and
your
then
nerves,
the way they walk, everything.
dude,
Like
your nerves, like they start to hurt more. Like you're more sensitive to stuff. Like it fucks up your whole neural system.
Yeah,
like it really fucks you up.
I mean, it's scary, bro. It's just like
that's why I don't smoke. That's why I don't smoke, dude. I eat fast food, but I don't smoke. You know what I mean?
Don't smoke. You know
don't
what?
Smoke.
Talking about that, fucking they removed my menthol cigarettes.
Yeah, I think that's a sign, bro. You're not taking it well.
Yeah,
I think that's a sign.
You know what?
You're not taking it as a sign. You're taking it as like, let me find another way.
Let me find another way. Let me go to TJ real quick.
Yeah, let me go to TJ, buy like 3 packs.
Buy 3 packs, come back.
Yeah.
Nah, as a smoker, it didn't make me smash. Did
you smash?
Smash. It made me smash.
Damn, it gets you fucking like that? Or what?
It made me sad a little bit. But you know what? I'm not seeing it like also like maybe I am kind of taking it as a sign, but it is taking a while to kind of settle into it. You know what I mean?
Has it like slowed your smoking?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I found this like smoke shop that had like they still had like menthol vapes.
Don't do the vapes.
I know. I'm not into it.
Try not to do the vapes.
I know, but it's like no, literally, I got one of the last ones. So it's like, so it's like literally like just to get that menthol flavor.
I get you.
But I mean, other than that, like it's okay though. I'm not. It happened. I mean, I can't be mad. I can't be mad. I didn't.
Dude, I would rather you smoke cigarettes than vapes.
I didn't even fucking vote. So I was like, so I can't be mad about it.
Dude, I would rather you smoke like a chimney, like with regular cigarettes instead of vaping it up, because vaping is worse.
No, I know that. But I even then I never vaped before, and in the times that I did, I don't like it.
And the vaping actually gives you like you're more susceptible to what's it called infections in your lungs. Mm-hmm. At least smoking, it fucks you up in the long run. You know what I mean? But I'd rather see you an old man coughing than a fucking an old man on a fucking breathing machine. You know, because now you're
but even then, like I'm not gonna do vapes because like they can't even sell flavored vapes anymore. Yeah. I saw that was like one of the last menthol things they had, and I was like, I kind of do miss that little menthol thing, so that's what I did. But overall, like I'm not. I just got it because of that. It's not even. But they remove in California. They removed the vaping cigarettes. Hopefully, it is a good thing for me. Obviously, I wasn't ready to quit like that right away, but they already have alternatives. I think I told you about this. They already have alternatives. They still what I smoked was Camel Crushes, and they still have Camel Crushes, and but they don't even have menthol. They're just like, I think they just make them lighter. I don't even know. I don't know what the fuck it does, to be honest.
Yeah,
I haven't not popped the I haven't not popped the little ball it has.
I still think they did wrong with that law or whatever, because I think after like a certain age, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want.
I mean, because when I started smoking, I was 18. Then when I turned when I was like 23, I can see why. That's when they start like you can't buy smokes until you're 21.
I can see why like it'll make sense not to sell those to like young kids.
Yeah.
But like if you're fucking 35 or whatever, no, like who the fuck cares about you? You know what I mean? Just go smoke whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean?
Go smoke some crack right there.
Yeah.
Go smoke crack. Don't smoke crack. Don't smoke crack.
Like I just give people. You know what I mean? Like at one point, it's like you already smoked your whole life. Why the fuck would I stop you now? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who have been menthol smokers for a long time, and just to kind of just like boom, to take it away, it's kind of weird. It's it's kind of like saying, hey, you know what, like. There's no more, seltzers anymore. It's only going to be like light beer, or like no more IPAs.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's like flavored like light beer, like you said, like seltzers. Like, so what's the difference of that and smokes? Yeah. At that point, they do the same damage anyways. Yeah. Smoking and drinking, same shit.
It doesn't change. I think it just like makes you more rebellious at a point. Like for the people who do smoke those things, like not rebellious, but like it makes you like more upset at your state or the laws.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like like keep it away from like more susceptible kids. Like they would be more drawn to like the flavors and shit like that. You know what I mean? But if you're already fucking 30 and up, like who gives a fuck about you? Go smoke whatever the fuck you want. Like do whatever the fuck you want. You're already like old enough to fuck up your life. You know what I mean?
But I think that's a problem. Like how do you really control flavored smoking to a 30-year-old one who, you know, a 30-year-old person who shouldn't be.
Same way they do it now with cards. Hey, well, let me see your card.
Oh,
They'll
okay.
ID you at 30.
So
or
like
35.
on your ID, you have like a little like donor. You have like a little donor badge, but like for cigarettes, you could buy cigarettes.
Because okay, I don't like smoking or anything,
Mm-hmm.
but I just don't like the fact that they want to keep that away from people. Like just let people decide to do their shit.
It's like I mean, like, well,
I don't like
because even like the Swishers, they're out of the market too. Like,
dude,
so for people,
South Central economy just went down right now.
Exactly. So for if you wanted to buy like those flavor, I don't know what they do, like this raspberries.
Actually, I think they have the regular Switzer.
They have the regular ones,
the one with no flavor.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody bought those because of the flavor.
Yeah,
everybody bought them because of the flavor. Like, you know, you had I don't know, raspberry and I don't know, some other shit.
Yeah,
I don't know what people would smoke.
But just know that people will always find a way, and they'll sell them under the.
But I mean, if you really
under the table,
if you really think about it, they're gonna have to come. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know what other states' laws are at now. Eventually, it might get across the country.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, but if California hit hard because those was one of the ones where they sell the most flavored.
I think California has too many rules. Too many rules.
I mean, at this point, there's no liberty.
Yeah, it's
like, I understand there's like drugs out there that fucking kill you and make you like do crazy shit, but you know, yeah, I mean, again, I don't want to get too political with this because it's not. It's just I just wanted to say that.
Nah, I mean,
no, for me for me who I smoke, you know, it does suck just to transition right away to be like, oh. But you know, I didn't even know because I didn't even know this happened. To be honest, I was going to go buy some cigarettes, and they're like, "Oh, well, we don't have any more menthols." I thought you thought they didn't have any, so I went to another store.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Oh, we don't have any." They're like, "This is getting weird." And then finally, I went to the one where I found them. I was like, "Okay, yeah, you know, we're gonna stop selling this next week." I'm like, and he goes like, the guy really like started telling me like, "Oh, I could sell you a whole pack for $90." I'm like, nah, dude, I don't want to buy packs because then I'll smoke a lot. You know, usually I'll smoke.
And now you regret it, huh? You should just bought the whole fucking.
No,
pack.
Not really. I told you there's an alternative. Like they have other crushes now that have no menthol, so it's just really weird. I just think I don't know, maybe it just kind of like it helps me like forget about it in a way.
Like a little nerd,
like yeah, it's kind of like, you know, like a little kid, like, you know, you want to turn on TV. I mean, give him his iPad, but like, you know, you can't do anything with it. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with it, but
yeah.
But yeah, so your boy Bad Bunny get into trouble. Okay, I don't think he got in trouble. I just think I know some girls like recording a selfie with him or some shit like that, or doing a selfie, and I guess he got the girl's phone and he just.
But see, we don't want to know too much because like we only see a little bit of the video. Maybe
maybe
she could have just been fucking annoying up to that.
Yeah,
point. You know what I mean?
That's what I think. But there's another video that went out that I saw today, where he walks into a room and everybody's recording him, and he just like stops and looks at everybody like, "Fuck," like, you know, like he didn't want to be there. And then I think on the caption it said like, "Oh, I think our boy Bad Bunny is getting tired of this famous shit."
I mean, but every person at that level it faces that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they eventually get to that point where they're like,
yeah,
all right, this is too much. You know what I mean? Like everybody's pointing a fucking
camera.
I mean,
I don't know if I don't think he has kids, does he? No kids, huh?
No, I don't think so.
He doesn't have no kids, no wife, no nothing. I think he's still with that one girl, Gabriela. If I'm correct, I'm not even sure if he's with her because he was making out with some random females at parties and shit.
Yeah, I don't know that dude.
But that's your boy Bad Bunny, bro.
I still want to party with him at one point, you know. But you know, can't kick it with him. You know, I don't know. I don't have his number.
Now I'm afraid to kick it with him. He might throw my cell phone away.
Yeah, but I think that's what it was. Like, because I did see that video, but you only get like a couple, like 5 seconds. You know, like 4 or 5 seconds. But like you don't know if that girl was just being fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Fuck you!" Like he just threw her phone.
Well, he posted up a tweet saying like, "Oh, anybody who comes meet me, cool. You're more than welcome, but just don't put a phone to my face." So I think that was the irritation.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like right now, like if like people like started treating you different because of something you do, and then just people are like, I know it's something we don't understand right now.
Yeah.
Like or we'll ever understand. But like, you know what I mean? Like. I could see why people would get annoyed. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, come on, dude. I'm just trying to walk here. Like, you know, and look, I get it. You want to be nice to every person that comes up to you.
Yeah.
But at some point, you just want to walk. You just want to do.
You want to just do normal shit.
You don't know, but that's the thing that comes with fame is like you can't do normal shit anymore.
Yeah.
At some point,
What would be your breaking point? Would that be your breaking point? Like too much people around you?
dude, I already hate people too much. I mean, right now, dude, I would be horrible.
I can't wait, guys. Let's make parallel discussion of the number one podcast. So fucking Turkey could just quit,
Dude, I fucking hate just being around people now. Imagine like if there would be like a fucking crowd like asking me, "Hey, where's Lalo? How's Lalo?" Like, huh?
Oh, imagine.
You know what I mean?
Is he still single?
Is he still single? Is he still looking and stuff? Is he still mingling and stuff?
Nah, they'll be looking for you, dog, because you're the intellectual one.
Shut the fuck up,
dude. You're a fucking handsome man. Have I ever you know what? I'll tell you that right
I
now.
fucking am handsome.
You're
I look in the mirror
man,
sometimes
bro.
and I'm like,
I look in the mirror, ooh, 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 ooh. But by the way, I actually met one of my I guess an idol, the drummer, the vocalist from the drums, Johnny. Actually, he's pretty cool dude, man. You know.
oh, tell us about that then.
I went to go see the drums right before on the day before New Year's Eve. I'm sorry. The 30th.
So you guys counted down with him?
No, I saw him on the 30th. So
yeah, you went both shows
in 2021.
Yeah.
I went to both shows. I went the 30th and
Thank you for the invite, by the way.
I did. I can't do it. You had a ticket that day. I remember I had to fucking get a return. I had to return one of my tickets.
There's no fucking way I'm gonna pay $75. 75 fucking
Dude,
dollars.
there were 55 right before the show. Just so you know. Anywho, well, I had I actually met him. Pretty cool dude. Good show as always. The drums always put it down. If you guys never heard of drums, do yourself a favor. Go listen to the drums. I'm pretty sure you heard a song or two.
They're like the new generation of New York
they're like,
indie.
They're very like surfy. They're very surfy rock.
But are they straight from New York? They're all from New York?
They were all from New York. Well, I don't know about now. I think he lives here, to be honest.
In LA?
Yeah, I think everybody eventually ends up moving to LA. You know,
Yeah.
which is kind of weird. And then you have like those Dave Chappelle's or those other musicians that want to live like in the middle of nowhere in the woods. Like Albert Hammond Jr., he lives like somewhere in Massachusetts or something like that. I don't know. Like he lives in the woods. Like I don't know where. I don't want to say Massachusetts, but that's what I think when I think about woods. You know, people just want to be them to themselves.
Yeah.
Will you ever live like? Will you ever live like in the middle of the woods?
Yes. Yes. And I think that would be the best thing, the best therapy.
What would be like the thing like that you would do besides staying in all the time in the middle of the woods? Would you go out? Would you go out like because you're by yourself now?
You know, I think I would try to make the most of it. Like I would learn how to chop wood. I would learn how
fucking lumberjack.
I would learn how to hunt. I would learn how to fucking, you know what I mean? All you need is like a fucking dog out there and a
pig to get them shrooms
and an axe.
No, what's it called? Not shrooms. The what is the pig called? The mushrooms.
Well, which one?
The pigs that get the mushrooms. What are they
Oh,
called?
the truffle. The
truffle. Yeah.
Truffle pig.
Yeah, truffle pig. Hell
yeah, man, something like that. You know. And just kind of like, because, you know, people think of mountain men as these solitary. Well, they are solitary, but, like, they do a lot of work in the day. Yeah. They have to get wood for the winter. They have to prepare for stuff. They have to fix things around the cabin, you know, shit like that. You're always busy.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'll do something like that. And just blast a lot of death metal out there.
Yeah. Nature is metal, baby.
Yeah.
That's a cool. I honestly, that's one of my favorite Instagram pages. Nature is metal.
It's pretty brutal,
dude. I see them. There was that one. Actually, you know, talking about that, there was that one video of like the house in the woods that got struck by lightning.
Really?
It was like
turn on fire.
No, the tree got struck by lightning, and the fucking tree fell on the house, and it just broke down in half and shit. Like it was fucking crazy, dude. It's one of the crazy. Yeah, dude. I sent it to you. I think.
Did you see that thunderstorm one?
That's the one.
No. Supposedly it's rainy and then there's a thunderstorm, and then you see the shadow of a big.
That dude that died with a big black cock.
Yeah. Did you get it though?
Yeah, I've seen those.
Oh, you seen those?
There's so many of them.
Yeah.
But that's a good. I mean, that's a good naturist metal. Go check out naturist metal. Also, man, is this crazy year already started so crazy? What else?
Your boy
Dana White.
No, Arrow got in a slow
Oh
accident.
yes, I forgot his name. That dude.
You know what's the craziest thing? Like the day later, they announced that they didn't want to release anything about it because it was part of a crime scene.
Yeah, well, because
what the fuck?
Yeah, well, apparently there's some manufacturer shit that went wrong.
Oh,
With the plow. Apparently, he plows his own town.
Really?
Yeah, I guess he does it for like his own. Like
I thought there was like a weird motive, like someone was trying to kill him or something.
No, like he has his own little plow machine, and he usually does it. Something like that. I don't remember
I didn't know
the
that.
exact story, but he plows his own neighbors. His neighbors.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that came out wrong. But yeah, apparently he plows the neighborhood
Wife?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think laughing matters, bro. But and something happened with the machine where I think that's why they treated it as a crime.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't.
Because it has to do with like malfunctions of the
I only
machine.
read what was on the surface.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. I don't know
details.
exactly what happened, but that's what I read. I mean, hopefully these fucking
And going back to Dana White, he started off the year with a bang, huh?
that fool started with a slap.
He just slapped the fuck out of his wife.
Well, then again, she slapped him first. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand that he shouldn't be slapping back or anything. But the way that it looked like he was like, I don't know. I don't know what went on, but he looked like he was having a good time. He was just chilling, looking around, and then there was like little back and forth talk, but it wasn't like he was like mad or angry.
Yeah.
I just felt like she just took the anger on him and then just slapped him. And this comes from a man who's been slapped by a girl.
But he actually didn't like it though.
He didn't like it. I loved it.
You loved it. Hey, when they slap you, go like, ugh. Do it again. Otra vez.
Like, but harder. Nah, honestly, nah. But I've been slapped by a girl, and it's not. Yes, I was mad. I was upset, but I'm like I said. Maybe like I said, I don't really want to get aggressive like that to anybody. I did grow up in a very,
you know what I think it was for him though? Like, I think he just did it because he didn't want to look like a bitch.
Yeah,
in front of his
I
friends.
think so too. You know, like
Yeah.
not only that, you're at a fucking. I'm pretty sure he was a big part of this event. You know,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
a lot
he
of
was
eyes
one
were
the-
on him, and
Yeah.
then he just didn't want to look like a bitch, and he just slapped her back.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can hear. I don't know if you heard the audio, but like there's like a Spanish DJ. Oh, que viva el año nuevo! And, you know, it's just like I'm not sure if it was already like midnight or not, but you know. Talking about New Year's, we were doing the countdown, and usually, you know, everybody watches the New York replay, right? Because they're 3 hours ahead.
Yeah.
So we're watching with my buddy's house. We're watching all the ball drop.
Really? Where were you guys at?
We're at my buddy Marco's house.
No way. Was
Yeah.
it fucking fun or
That
what?
was really fun.
Really?
I danced in the rain.
Really?
Yeah, it was fun.
Was there a lot of people there?
Yeah, it was a lot of friends.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of friends. But so we were doing the ball drop, right? And I'm not. This is the first time that I noticed that the time was already 12 when the ball drop was still going down.
Was that a sync?
So yeah, I saw the sing. I was like, it's already New Year's, and everybody's still waiting for the ball to drop. I was like, but it's already New Year's, guys. You know, but that was pretty funny. But pretty cool. Yeah, this LA weather is really killing me to this.
Really? It's actually fucking cool.
But we've had this weather, and you were like half asleep during these podcasts.
No, what do you mean?
The last time with a meme lord, you were like,
No, that day it wasn't even. It was no, that day was like hot. It was that day was. It felt so heavy for some fucking reason. I don't know. Even I think you even brought it up. You're like, dude, it's something about this day, and like, you know what I mean. It was either you or
just looking at you like
But
fall asleep. You're like Boo when she's like falling asleep and waking up.
dude. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you just feel like a day is like super heavy, super light. It just depends.
Hey, is there any movies this year that you're looking forward to?
I don't know. No,
I heard
I don't
there-
really watch trailers anymore.
Yeah,
There's no good movie. Oh, just that,
Ant-Man.
just that one.
I'm excited for Ant-Man because I'm a big fan of.
No, no,
Paul
no.
Rudd.
There's that one. Fuck, I forgot the name.
Oh, the one with the
Dinosaurs.
syrup.
Where fucking Darth.
Miklo?
No, fucking. What's his name? The dude. That played the dude in Force Awakens, the bad guy.
Oh, Driver.
Ren-
Adam
Ren.
Driver. Adam Driver.
Adam Driver. His new movie, dude, that shit looks sick. It looks like they go to another planet, but it's not another planet. They just go back in time to Earth, but they go back in time to like where all the dinosaurs were.
Oh shit,
Dude, that shit looks sick, dude. It's like I thought I was done with dinosaurs, but it's just that.
Hey, prepare yourself for the next 3 episodes when that movie comes out for dinosaur talk.
Yeah, but I never thought that we're gonna make a movie that was gonna like reignite the dinosaur love for me. You know what I mean?
Really?
So I saw that and I was like,
Oh, so is that good? Huh? So
it looks good. It looks good in the trailer. And did you see that new law they're gonna have in California?
No, it was a new law for California.
Well, I don't know if
I
it's
feel
just
like
California.
every fucking week's a new fucking law now.
I don't know if it's just California, but apparently now people could sue studios for putting out
Stupid ass movies.
trailers with stuff that doesn't have to do with the movie. So if they show like, you know how they used to like
like bait,
yeah, like
clickbait.
yeah, like remember they used to just make trailers just to like draw people towards the movie, but then you're like, oh, that one scene in the trailer is not in the movie or something.
Oh, I see. Like if, for example, like if that Spider-Man movie would have dropped during this time, whatever, and those twin towers were falling, then they couldn't have shown the movie.
Yeah, because now it's considered false advertisement, and now you could sue.
Oh
studios.
shit!
Yeah.
Let's get ready, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, you better get those fucking. Let's watch the trailer right before the movie starts. So
You have to. Yeah. But
Yeah.
apparently now fans could like. I mean, it's always been a thing. You're like, oh, the trailer was better than the movie or some shit. Like,
I feel like now when you watch a trailer, you get the whole movie.
yeah, I think it's too much now.
Yeah, I think trailers were like a good 30 seconds, and now they're like almost 2 minutes.
I used to like the mystery about the trailers because you're like, oh, they give you enough
Yeah,
to where you're like, you know what? The one trailer that did a good job with that, like, kind of brought you back into that moment was
Super Mario.
Was Nope.
Super Mario.
Fuck it. Fuck Super Mario, dude. Why you gotta bring that up, dude?
I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Nope. Did a good job because I didn't even see the damn alien or whatever. By the way, when I went to Universal, they had a whole fucking Nope on the studio tour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro. It looked nice.
Did you take like actual cool pictures?
I didn't take pictures. I took a video, and then I didn't save it. You know what it is? I'm not good with taking pictures and looking at them again, so that's why I don't even take pictures.
Is it because you want to look cool in front of everybody? Like,
yeah,
oh, look,
I want to share for the hype, and that's it. Like, even though I didn't like the movie, I still put it on.
No, I
mean, it was a good movie.
No, I mean,
it was like it wasn't good. Like, I was confused at the end, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't like the movie either. I wasn't a big fan, but like the trailer is what I'm trying to say is like,
yeah,
they make enough mystery and like for you to wonder.
Yeah,
and they give you enough to where like it's enough for your mind to like grab his own assumption about the movie. But when you go watch it, it's completely stupid. So
they didn't even pay off. That's what they.
No, the trailer paid off.
Oh, okay.
That's a good trailer. That's a good way to put a trailer.
You know what
together.
I do want to see? I want to see Megan.
What's that?
It's like a Chucky doll lookalike kind of thing.
Oh, that's the one with the girl.
Yeah, I gotta see that one.
That's fucking weird to me.
Yeah,
it's a little weird, especially
for like those adults.
Dude, I'm pretty sure if you don't want to go to that theater alone because people are going to think you're a fucking pedophile or something. Dude, that movie is fucking weird. Like that. If people don't see if they don't read between the lines in that movie, it's fucking weird. Like that doll or whatever the fuck that is, like it's too close to being a little girl. Like it's just too weird. You know what I mean? Like
there was this other movie that you read in between the lines too. Like kind of like I forgot, we were just talking about it not too long ago. There was this movie where like you got like the rock. Like fuck, I never had thought about it like that. Which one was it? Fuck. We were just talking about a movie. And you're like, that's kind of weird, people who go see this movie. And
Do you remember what kind of movie it is?
Fuck, man, I forgot. But it had to do with like the same thing you're talking about now. How like if you don't read between the lines,
It just gets weird. Like, yeah, like I see the thing there, but because even like when I saw The Orphan, like I thought that was a cool movie, but at the same time, it was a little weird.
yeah, it's really weird. I mean, but I'm telling you, like writers now, I don't know.
Especially when it comes from Hollywood, you know, like you hear so much shit from Hollywood, like,
Yeah.
and then you see these types of movies, it kind of like, ugh, you know what I mean?
I think 2022 was ugh for you. That's what I
Dude,
think.
Thank God it's over, dude. I thought 2020 was bad. You know what I mean?
Well, 2020 might have been your year because nobody was doing shit.
I kind of low key did enjoy 2020 though.
Yeah, 2020 and half
I was
of
so
2021.
I was so sheltered 2020. Like I was living in a bunker. You know what I mean? Like no sunlight.
Like Kimmy
nothing.
Schmidt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's a good. What happened to Kimmy Schmidt? They never renewed, huh?
That was a good show. I saw the first.
Yeah,
season.
the first season. I never watched the second one.
You know
but
what's another good show? The one with the guy from SNL, the old black guy. He's an older dude. He always has this New York slang accent. Ah, dude, it's called fucking Haddish is in there too. I think Haddish is in there. In that show.
Black dude. Are you talking about?
The OG. Remember the OG?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was a good fucking show. I actually liked it.
I think it's still going, no?
I think so. I only watched the first episode. I mean, the first season, but
Yeah.
I actually liked it. It was pretty original.
The OG. Let me refresh.
Yeah, I forgot his name. What was his name? The dude from he was on SNL for a long time.
Oh, freaking, what's his name? Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan. There you
Yeah,
go.
the one dude.
Yeah.
He had a heart attack too, didn't he? Oh no, he was in a car crash.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was in a car
I think
crash.
it was a car crash.
Yeah, he was in a car crash, and then like, he was out for like a long time, and then he finally came back like in the Grammys or something like that. I forgot.
Yeah.
You know what? I am looking forward towards the Grammys. The first time I'm looking forward
Really?
towards the Grammys. Yeah. I'm hoping. I'm really, really hoping that what's it called? Turnstile wins that best rock performance of the year.
Who's Turnstile?
Turnstile is that one. They're like a hardcore band that I just got.
Oh,
into.
the one you put on last time?
Yeah.
Well, they have a category for that.
Yeah,
music?
it's called. It's just called best rock performance. I think.
Oh wow, I didn't
Yeah,
know.
or I think it might be metal performance. I think they might be under metal though.
There's a metal category in the Grammys.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're on there.
I thought they only had like heavy rock. No, look like rock, like
no, like alternative rock. No, they also have like a
Really?
heavy rock. Yeah, I'm
Oh.
not sure what the other candidates are, to be honest, but I know they're on it because they've been popping up on my for consideration. You know.
Yeah, I want them to win too, but I feel like those award shows are all rigged.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like all.
I really feel like they're gonna win it though. I really do feel like they're winning.
think-
I mean, they've been pushed a lot lately.
Yeah,
and
I know, but that's I think that's what I was going for. Like when a company, like a big company, like let's just say Capitol Records has a potential artist in their hand or artists in their hand, I feel like they move some things around or pay some people off to like certain or like certain shows, like organizations like
Yeah.
that. It's a promotion thing for them. They're
yeah,
like, hey,
it's like that money thing, you know.
let them win this, gain the recognition, and then we're still gonna reap the benefits because
Yeah.
they're our artists.
There
You
was
know what
a-
I mean? It's too controlled for me.
I think it was a movie that I just saw about that, like something like along the lines where like where like this people are just like the musicians who are trying to get away from the. Oh, it wasn't. It was that documentary we saw.
Which one?
The documentary we saw with about the Strokes. Meet Me in the Bathroom.
That one's a good documentary. I actually enjoyed
I
it.
enjoyed that documentary. I really did. But it really like.
Oh, he was explaining that, huh? That they
Yeah.
were pushing them like to the point where they were kind of molding them into
Yeah.
what they wanted them to be.
Yeah, but I didn't even know that artist came out from New York. Freaking damn it, what's his name? LCD Sound System.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he.
Dude,
came
his
out.
story is crazy, dude. 'Cause
He was wilding, bro.
no, but his story was crazy because he started as this
he was like a
engineer.
producer. He's a producer.
He's a
engineer,
producer
yeah.
engineer. But what a lot of people recognize about him is that he was extremely
He was making it their own. Like he was making it like his own. Like because that fucking band, the one Rapture. That band Rapture, like, they were from San Diego, and he made them feel like they were all from New York. You know, they were competing with the Strokes.
But I think that the thing that I got from that movie was like from him was that he wanted to like subconsciously he wanted to be his own artist, but in his mind he felt like he could never.
Yeah, because I mean, even when he recorded his own music. I think that one dude was like, "Oh, don't release this. You're singing?
Yeah,
like, this is you. Like, yeah, don't release this shit."
Yeah, and it just shows you to see like people around you, your sphere.
And I think it got to a point where like he was playing gigs, and then like people were already promoting his next shows when he never agreed to any.
Yeah,
you know, so that's like it still happens nowadays. You know.
Yeah.
I know that happened in the local scene for us, where we were getting promoted for shows that we weren't even booked for.
Yeah, but it's crazy to see his progression because in the beginning you see him as this. Well, you don't really know at that time, but he was an artist. But the thing about it is that he was putting all of his expectations on other bands.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
Like, and then other bands noticed that. They're like, "Hey, you're turning us into something that's you."
Yeah.
And like they even said like. He's living vicariously through us because he can't do what we're doing.
Yeah.
So, but when he broke that wall and he did his first show, like it was almost like a release for him. Like, oh my God, all these years.
I think it was the pressure that really made him do it, because at that point you have no one to lean on, but you're like, you know what? I know this musician and I know this musician, and it's all click.
And the other thing too that you learn from that from his situation too is that you could tell he's like a crazy perfectionist. Like he wants everything like fucking perfect to the point where it almost stifles his growth, you know?
Yeah.
So the whole documentary was cool, but that part was really fucking cool because it showed you like, you know, his aspect of what he became into.
Yeah. Because it also like it put a lot of light into like what the Strokes were going through. Because they were like a band. They were very young, and then they're just like they were playing Europe and starting out shows like real
but
quick,
remember the thing we noticed at the very end is like out of all the fucking groups that they showed, the ones that started the slowest ended up becoming the most consistent and biggest in the end.
Yeah. Which was like Interpol.
They started very slow with a lot of pressure because they were part of the New York scene at the time as well.
Yeah.
And then, but you know, even they were like, you know, we can't measure. They didn't take him as seriously and blah blah. Mm-hmm. But because they were growing very slow and almost like as a graph, right? It's like you're getting from one point going more and more.
They were
going straight line.
They were progressing. They never went up, went down, went up. You know, they were just,
and
like,
the
slowly.
other bands grew so big that they at the end they if anything they went down. You know what I mean? So that was a crazy way to see how shit works, like how do you look at life too. You know? What I mean?
I wonder if like because I know these bands didn't really. I don't know. They didn't really do a documentary. Like they weren't interviewed. They were just like they didn't even show like their faces.
I just think it was a lot of footage from like a person's point of view. Like, hey, I was just fucking videotaping this whole experience, and then at the end, I just decided to put it all together, which is a crazy era for for music in that time. You know, like crazy bands came in at that time. You know, and they also showed how all the bands were affected by 9/11 and what they're all doing.
Yeah, because it was like the New York scene. Even that girl from Yes, she was getting exploited a lot by the media, by guys. Yeah, like she was on stage. I remember she even collapsed on stage.
Yeah, because she was saying like she always had to do a performance every time, and she always wanted to outdo herself. Yeah. But then even her band members would notice, like, hey, this is not even you in real life. Why are you doing this on stage? Like,
because she was like just putting on performance. Yeah, you know? Like, and I get it too. You know, like,
and at the end, you saw that she got like burnt out. Like, there was a point where I think she said like she was just drugging herself to like numb herself and like eventually kill herself. You know?
Yeah, I saw her play in Guadalajara a couple years back, and. Dude, that band does a good performance. Like she's really a good performer. I don't think she was like the way she was when I saw her. I don't think she was like in the documentary at all. Like I don't think she had like those mannerisms where like she was trying to get fucked up just to put a show. Like I feel like she came out and she like almost was feeling the air. You know, Like you could almost like feel the not like the peacefulness she had. You know?
I think at that point she was already in control.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's already after the whole.
Yeah.
Like it's already been years. I mean, this is like when that shit started. It was like early '02, early '01. When when the stroke started popping up, because it happened right before the pandemic. I mean, when I'm sorry, 9/11, and
pandemic.
yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy things now, crazy things in my head. But I mean, she was like very, like when I saw her performance, like I was like, wow, like this is actually pretty. Like I remember, this is the first time I even thought about listening to their music, because sometimes when, like I tell you, I go to shows sometimes and I'll go more into their music just to kind of like know. There's a couple of songs that I've heard from them and I've heard from the band, but not until that day where I was like, oh my god, this is fucking, especially after hearing it live, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good.
So going back to the podcast goals, hopefully, yeah, we kind of like got over the rust a little bit.
Yeah.
Like there will still be rust along the way, but like I think the essential rust we had to get out of the way in the beginning, we already kind of cleared out a little bit.
Yeah.
So right now, we kind of want to like introduce more fucking guests, you know, and then maybe guests that probably are out of our range. We could start like reaching out to other people.
Yeah.
And hopefully move this podcast to New York.
Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll close this off with this topic. What is the movie of the year for you last year?
I think I still have to go back to The Beast because of the line with the balls. Yeah. That's the first movie I have ever seen with like a line with balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. If you ask me, because you haven't asked me, but I'm gonna answer it anyway. Because I always ask you questions and you never ask me back. So, damn. What movies did we see last
year? Black Adam. We saw.
I already forgot what movies did we see last year.
Wakanda Forever.
I didn't even see Wakanda.
It's not that great.
I'm gonna wait for it to come out on Disney Plus and I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's a waitable movie. You can wait for. Yeah, you can wait for it.
Oh, definitely Jurassic Park was my favorite.
Ugh.
Nah, honestly,
really?
They're okay.
I don't know, man.
No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna lie to you. I might not lie to you, and I might lie to you on this one. And then this is because I'm a big rom-com fan. The best movie.
Don't
for
say
me.
the movie you saw last time.
No.
The one with Julia Roberts and George Clooney.
No.
That movie was horrible, but we still watched it because I don't know why.
Because I love rom-coms. Well, yeah. So my favorite, I guess my favorite rom-com of the year, because there wasn't a lot of comedy movies last year. Huh?
I don't think there was a lot of movies in general, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that was weird.
If anything, I think there was a bigger boom in independent films. Like, there's probably more independent films that came out last year.
Well, if y'all have the chance, I know you're not a big fan of Pete Davidson. The one with the movie he did with that Coco girl from Kaylee Coco, I think, from why am I always blanking now on fucking names? Big Bang Theory, the girl from Big Bang Theory, the blonde girl. It's called Meet Cute. It's on.
The movie you were watching last time?
It's on Peacock.
Was it good?
I actually liked it. I like the concept of it, dude.
What was the concept? I didn't see it. That's what I'm asking.
It's this girl who time travels a day because she falls in love with this one dude, which is Pete, and then she's always doing the same thing for him to fall in love with him. Almost kind of like 50 First Dates.
Yeah.
But then, like, at one point, like, she starts telling, like, a story about how, like, there's this one guy who, like, when I was very little, you kind of have to watch it. Honestly, I'll give it away right away. But, like, it comes to the point where, like, they're both kind of, like, are in this same love trance, but they don't see it until, like, later on, Yeah, but it's a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I never thought that I would like that movie. I just watched it because of Kaylee Coco. I think her name's Kaylee Coco.
Okay.
Really good movie. Meet Cute.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's my personal favorite. I'm pretty sure there's better blockbusters out there that people are gonna like, but that one's really cute.
Yeah. Thank God Black Adam got canceled.
Oh,
Dude.
Yeah, I mean,
that movie was bad.
Yo, boy, Superman, no more.
No more Superman.
Everything.
Did you see they're already getting new James Bond? They already said that they're looking at the. Did you see Bullet Train?
Yeah.
You know that the black guy's best friend in the movie. The two funny guys.
Yeah,
but the white guy.
I have to remember like that. I remember I watched it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I fell asleep to them.
You know those they're pretty much like best friends, but they're pretty much like brothers because they're that together all the time.
Damn, I have to rewatch it. You know, I'm
No?
gonna rewatch it because I don't remember like what Bad Bunny did in that movie.
Yeah, so they're looking at him for a possible new
Yeah.
Bond.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's gonna be a good. I mean, hopefully there's more movies this year, and I'm also looking forward to a Royal Rumble. I'm really gonna make it my goal to go to WrestleMania. I don't give a fuck how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna go to WrestleMania.
Are you gonna get a suite?
No, I'm not gonna get a suite. I don't give
I'll
a
go
fuck.
half on it.
I don't give a fuck if I sit all the way on top.
I'll
Like,
go half on the suite.
I saw how bad I'm willing to go.
I'll go half on the suite with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're a sweetheart.
What?
What?
I'll go half on the suite with you.
Well, I don't think you'll go half. You didn't want to pay $70 to go see the drums.
Dude, it's $70 for the drums. You
It's
know what I mean?
And this is a 4-hour event. I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, so my predictions is that The Rock is going to win the Royal Rumble and he's going to fight Rollins at Rollins. Not Rollins. I'm sorry. His cousin, fucking, what's his name? I'm only watching wrestling. I can't remember people's name.
What?
Nothing. Well, anywho. With that being said, let's call it a day.
Roman Reigns, you mean?
Roman Reigns. There we go. Fuck, I couldn't even think about the name. I'm bad.
Because I was like,
I don't know,
wait,
maybe because I don't really like him. I don't know what it is. I don't really like his.
he's actually my favorite wrestler.
I remember when we watched that documentary. It was like a little small documentary after a fight. You were so into his fucking. Like,
Yeah, I mean, his character is unique because no one liked
it's
like the thing he wanted to be is the thing opposite of what they made him to be.
Yeah.
And now he has to like that. You know, it's a position of life too. Like sometimes you do something and you do it with your best intentions at heart.
Yeah.
And then at the end they make you they make
It's like
you
sometimes
look
you're
into
long
something
enough
else.
to be the hero to be the villain or something like that.
Exactly. And at that point you can't say no to that.
I like that. We'll end it with that.
All right.
Any words of encouragement for this year?
Words of encouragement. Just tell people about us. You know, get a little subscription in there. You know.
Yeah, tell your people about us. Reshare this if you guys want.
If we could just gain like 5 more subscribers this year, that'll be cool. You know?
Let's aim at 5 because we can't be too big.
If we could at least get to 30, 30 subscribers, that'll be fine this year.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you guys for joining us. We wish you a happy New Year's. Hopefully your families, your friends stay healthy. Keep your closest friends close to you as much as you can. Your family,
and your enemies closer.
And your enemies way closer. If you have your parents still alive, just call them.
Give them a hug. Give them a little hug. You know,
even if you're mad at them,
give them a little hug and go up to their ear and say, "Run the parallel, boys."
Yeah. Just be like, if you really want to be nice to us, just go to grab your best friend's phone and just
subscribe on their account. They don't have to know.
Yeah. Just, if they have Spotify, just go to Spotify.
Yeah,
type
just
in
follow us.
Discussion.
They will never have to know. Just when you're at a party and somebody hands you over their Spotify, it's like, hey, you want a DJ? Like,
just real quick.
Go straight to our podcast, follow, and then go.
And that's it.
Make your songs.
And then just keep adding songs. You don't. They don't have to know. Yeah. Same thing goes for like if they only have YouTube, and just go out and put them on YouTube. Like it's cool. Like,
and remember, give them the hug really tight and just in their ear. From the parallel boys.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, that being said, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, this year has been will be.
Damn, you're already ending the year.
Hopefully, this year will be a good for all of us. And now, then we're gonna go through this together. So, thank you for tuning in at A Parallel Discussion. Follow us at aparalleldiscussion.pod. Email us at aparalleldiscussion.ask@gmail.com. And we're still waiting for our first email.
You know what? We might have shirts at the end of the year.
I got a feeling.
We might have a couple of shirts. Let's figure it out. And
Let's start doing this. If you guys could share us, I'll start getting us a couple shirts, and then I'll start worrying about some promoting.
Even if you don't wear them, you just use them as trapos.
Yeah,
like, to fucking like wash your.
But if you're gonna use them as trapos, at least like record a little Instagram story, like, hey, I'm using my parallel discussion trapo, like, just so it can help us out with a little promoting. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Happy New Year's, guys.
Bye.